Hey guys, this is Drabble Geek here, and welcome to my first Sims 4 build. And I decided to do a botanical garden since, although I don't really love the outdoors in real life, I do love looking at outdoor spaces. So I thought for my first build of The Sims 4, just getting used to the controls, the new ways of doing things, maybe an outdoor space would be easy and simple. But boy, was I wrong. So after we outlined the entire space with a grass hedge, a hedge type fence with flowers all over it because I thought that would be perfect, I went to the bathroom that is octangular in shape. Probably not the best thing, but I thought it was kind of neat to give it kind of a gazebo type feel since hey, weddings can happen at a botanical garden. I think that would be beautiful if one did. I would love to go to one, but I don't have any close friends that are getting married. But right now, while building the bathrooms, I was just like, what can I do? I have no clue what to do. So I pretty much decided to do the space where it's like the girls have 2 bathrooms, the guys have 1 bathroom, since stereotypically they pee and leave while girls stay in there forever. And at first I had the crazy idea to give both sides more bathrooms. Of course not in the space behind the doors, but then I remembered that people need to wash their hands. I mean, The Sims and The Sims 3 don't, unless they have the neat skill, but pretty much everyone in The Sims 4 does, in fact, wash their hands. And I was struggling with this arch because I was I couldn't find one arches until now in my build. So it was how can I center this 2 arch? And it's I can't because I haven't learned all the tricks of the Sims 4 building. And then I put it on a foundation to move it up some so I could, mainly because I don't like the thought of a bathroom on the ground because I'm just where's the plumbing going? And it's especially in a modernish build, I'm just I need some plumbing, at least the illusion that plumbing is there. And it's a similar problem I had to the arch I'm having with the windows at this point, where I'm just I don't know where I want my windows to go, where they would look good and everything. So I end up choosing I'm looking at windows for a while trying to see I wanted some oval windows, and then I'm just yeah, that's really not going to work. I didn't feel they worked because I think they clashed, at least in my mind, kind of clashed into the arches. And now looking at the arches, I wish they came into a darker color so they had they blended with the paneling of the outside, but contrasting the outside with the inside, I used some lighter colors instead of the paneling to lighten it up on the inside, we're doing right now with some lights. And then it's just I realized kind of how many lights I had in that one room, and then I realized that hey, doors open and can block other doors, so I end up also realizing for that reasoning, hey, it is stupid to have all these stalls in there, and it's that's really stupid. So I do take those out, and as you can probably see, I have not learned all this tricks and tips that goes into building, but hey, it's what you have to do. So then I use these sinks, and I was what color do I want? And it's I kind of want to keep that brown because it's really cool. And you see where my mouse is. I don't know a thing because it's like, I don't know where eyedroppers work. But those are our 3 bathrooms. I could probably choose some better doors, but this is only the first part of the build, so like here's me trying to figure out how to turn the grid lines off. Then I was like, hey, maybe it's just G. And it was just G. So that was stupid on my part, but hey, it worked out. So like for the actual inside of the bathroom part, I have tiling, like a grout stone. And out here I have paneling to flush with the staring. And then I was like, hey, maybe have some seats out here like they do in some churches I go to for some reason. If there's an outdoor space between the bathroom and there. And then it's like I wanted chairs inside the bathroom. Then I was like, I think that's kind of stupid. So I took them out. So that's like the rough draft of how our bathroom is. I'm not done with this build entirely, so that's definitely going away. And right now I'm building the outlines of where I want my, like, the flowers of the garden to go, because I looked at a bunch of pictures of botanical gardens, and like I've been to one at NC State, my university, and they usually have like everything sectioned off and everything. So it's like, how about we section everything off? And then the ones at State also, not at State, but in the pictures I drew, like in between like different sections, they would have like water. So like the only water we have are the pools. So it's like, good thing I used a fence so it would keep the Sims from doing this. And as you can see, I forgot that, like, not that I forgot, I just didn't know. Hey, a pool is a room that you can resize. And I was like trying to do all these weird stuff, thinking that that's how pools work. And right now, this is how you know how crazy my Sims 4 logic is. And it's like, I don't know if anyone knew this, but at the very least in The Sims 3, if you put a flooring down on the outside of like your house, if you wanted to use the terrain paints and whatnot. So I was like, hey, maybe that trick stayed over. So like I outlined everything I wanted. Ooh, sorry, I hit my microphone. Everything I wanted in flooring, because the thing was, if you used terrain paint wherever you had flooring, the I can't speak. The terrain paint wouldn't go. But as we're about to see, that trick doesn't work in The Sims 4. So it's a learning process. So like and it's like, at the very least, since it is plants, the dirt's not going to be perfect, so at least there's that. So in this first part of this build, we're really only going to get to the first aisle, and here's me putting a bunch of stuff down, and then I was like, I'm putting these in too sporadic at the same time to kind of organize, and it's like, I will admit I probably didn't change up how, like, the plants I used enough, but hey, it's really hard to keep track of everything. And then I was like halfway through this, I was like, hey, I need trees, let me put some trees, because I'm an idiot and completely forgot. Now I'm yelling into my microphone about trees. What the heck? But I don't know. And so like the last couple of minutes of this is literally me. I was like, let me move on. It's like, no, I have this entire script to do. And this actually takes me a while because, like, along with diversifying what I have, like, in here, because I didn't want too many of the same plants in one spot, but at the same time not letting it look too sparse, I this takes me a while to do. Let me just get that out of the way. So, for the next 6 minutes of this video at least, I'm just putting plants down, trying to vary the colors a little, because I will admit I could have done better to vary the colors of at least this one line. So what I need to do in order to finish this is finish the bathroom, because I did nothing to the roofing, and it's ugh. And then put some seating, possibly for a wedding, so you can have a wedding already there, although there's no kitchen, so you're going to have to bring your wedding cake with you, because there's no room for a kitchen. I didn't do enough room for the kitchen. So I'm deciding whether or not just to have I was thinking about having places to sit, but the more I'm thinking about a sim wedding, I'm thinking about just having a wedding arch, and then some seats for a wedding to happen, and then it's after the event, you just walk around the botanical garden, take some pictures in front of the botanical garden. I think that would be amazing. But since this build it isn't finished yet, it's not on the gallery yet, but as soon as I finish it, I will post it up to the gallery. And this is a general lot, since I was thinking park, but it's a park you're required to have chess, and it's I don't really want you to have any skill building here. I kind of just want you to enjoy what it looks like, because I don't know, I mean, you may, if you're a total nerd like me, play chess on a date, but I don't know, I think just walking with your loved one around a garden, that's amazing. I think that's beautiful. I mean, or you could go with some friends, your gardening friends, saying, this is how I want my garden to look like. Well, probably not as hectic as the one we have here, but kind of hectic at the same time. So, and then it's what I did was a lot of filling in not dark spaces, but empty spaces, since I wanted to use as much space inside the fencing that I have. And it's good thing for the fence, so your Sims won't try to swim. So yay. And do I have get together? Yes, I do have get together. So I may end up changing the watercolor, I think. Because, hey, there's a whole bunch of plants around. A whole bunch of nitrogen and phosphorus is probably going to get into the ground. So I don't think the water is going to be very clear, and then maybe adding some fountains down a row. I think that'd be pretty cool. And what else do we need to do? So yeah, there was a lot of objects going into here. And I'm so happy that before I started building, I was move objects is a thing I'm going to need, because me trying to do it without it would have sucked. So I'm just adding a whole bunch of different things, and then at the same time hoping that everything kind of looks natural with everything. Because yes, the botanical garden would have things stationed at a particular place, but I also want to look like the garden let nature decide how it would look. So having it kind of look natural, so everything's not symmetric or anything. I think it looks better than having everything being natural anyways. So I'm adding the last finishing touches, making sure all this dirt is covered, or at least dirt as best I can get it, as well as going to the ground a whole bunch, because hey, that's kind of stupid. So what I've done is change everything really well as doing that, and we're about to go to screenshots of our unfinished build, so there is that. Alright, so now that we are in our screenshots, we see our completely unfinished bathroom. Please remember that it is unfinished. I mean, it looks terrible right now. So, and then we're going to see our line of flowers, because it looks super pretty, right? Please say it looks pretty. I should probably add more trees, but we're pretty much just going up the line. And then hopefully we are, what is that? Ooh, that's a glitch or part of that tree. I don't know. But, and then we're doing some top view shots of some places I need to finish. Hopefully you guys will ignore that or say that it's just totally natural that it looks like that. And now we're at the last few pieces. And I can hear my sister being loud because she's inconsiderate. Who cares? But now that we're done, I'll see you guys later. Bye!